So my last Brian Balland Pack Mule beer meeting involved several beers that would appeal to my children if they were of age. They're not yet of age, and it is unlikely that either of these beers will still be being brewed when they would come of age. So I shall just have to enjoy them on their behalf and tell them how delicious they are. First, there was the really good 4-star mushroom Saison, mushroom wild ale by Threshold Brewing, whose name I cannot remember off the top of my head at the moment. And now there's the Carota Sativa Saison. Carota Sativa Saison by the Clever Rabbit by Steam Donkey Brewing. And this is a carrot Saison, because why not? Smells very fruit juice. And of course I got some all over my hands. The can decided to, well, be rather full. Okay, just off the bat, it smells a good deal like those V8 Splash super sweet vegetable juice drinks at the store. You get in there, and then there's some different things, but like the carrot sweetness, that's really there, as well as some kind of generic other fruit sweetnesses. Makes me wonder what all they put in here besides just carrots. What does it say? When you were young, you were the queen of carrot flowers. Those wild fields have not forgotten you. Amidst the elderflower and the carrot patch, you'll find a beer. A Saison with real carrot and elderflower. Orange in hue, subtle citrus notes. Okay, yeah. When I first opened the can, there was almost a sunny delight kind of aroma, like really, really sweet with slightly orange-ish hints, but the elderflower, I believe that is probably bringing a different character to the sweetness, which goes beyond just smelling carroty, right? Definitely orange, not thickly orange, not like the V8 Splashes with their thick orange colors. I guess there's a couple different versions, but the head's pretty happy to come back. Creamy, rocky. As you get in, so you stick your nose in, and there's a little bit of a zestiness. Not quite rising to the level of being tart. Still more carbonation smell than, carbonic acid than, is that carbonic acid? No, I'm second guessing myself. Than tartness, sourness. There's a little bit of a grassiness in there, which I think would come from the carrots as well, because they're not simply sweet. They're sweet plus vegetable. I guess another thing is, now that we're getting into fall, this is September, and I guess we're not in fall yet, early September still. The mushroom and the carrot beers are on theme for harvest season. Everyone's garden's growing well. We're in year 2 of our garden here at this property, and this property grows rocks. That's really what it grows. And so while grasses do well and established trees are great, and the established, various bushes and such don't seem to be having much trouble, planting anything new is kind of challenging. And the roots have a lot to deal with. So I'm trying to figure out ways to amend my soil for next year. For my wife puts a lot of work into the garden, and we've gotten some stuff, but a lot of the stuff seems to take a really long time to get going, and it doesn't grow very big. So we'll see. Anyways, back to the beer. Yeah, I just can't get past that V8 Splash initial aroma. That's just really something. Oh, okay. Well, it smells sweet. It does not taste sweet. So, that's good, possibly. Oh, interesting. Yeah, there's carrot. There's carrot. There's an earthy hop. There's a weird tingling. I'm not allergic to like very much at all, except for everything that's in the air, dust, mites, stuff like that. And it's not like it's a itchy tingling, but more of a mineral tingling along the sides of my tongue, which I don't know that I've ever experienced with a beer before. And now what's left there is this bitterness. It's a hoppy bitterness, but it's not like a bright hop. It's more of an earthy hop. I'll buzz off. Okay, yeah, I am gonna say I am not a fan of this. There's a lot of complexity going on. There's definitely bitterness. It tastes of kale and collard greens, like bitter green things. There's an initial kind of, oh, that's carrot. Nope, it's gone. Now it's just all the bitter green plants of the garden. Just leaves. And maybe some earthy, woody notes in there as well. I think it would go halfway decently with food, except that the initial carrot is going to conflict with whatever it is you're pairing all the bitterness at the back end with. Unless it was like a really savory stew that also had some carrot in it, maybe? I don't know. Whereas the other garden vegetable, well, I guess mushrooms aren't technically garden vegetables, but the other plant, all beer is plant-based. Whereas the mushroom beer that I enjoyed was a 4-star. This one's only going to be a 2-star. It's an interesting beer, but it's not one I'd ever ask for again. And I feel like the disconnect between what it smells like, I'm expecting an almost fruited sour level of kind of sweet, punchy juiciness, and not getting that at all. Instead, getting a pretty thin, thin texturally, but then flavors you're getting like carrot, kind of old carrot, and then just the bitter herbs and the bitter green leafy stuff that you really want to, fry up in bacon fat or something with some lardons or something to make it palatable, and you just can't because it's beer, and while beer and bacon go well together, this probably wouldn't. So yeah, definitely 2 stars. It's not so bad as to be a drain pour, just definitely not my mug of beer. Anyways, this is me, Matthew. I have been drinking, and let's leave it at that. The Carota Sativa Saison, the Clever Rabbit by Steam Donkey Brewing. I do believe this is my first Steam Donkey Brewing beer. That's unfortunate. And I'll catch y'all on the flip side.